Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories here, and the Beaker Girls episode 4 is now out. So today we are back reviewing it. If you want to catch up on all of the reviews of episodes 1, 2 and 3, you can do so by either clicking the card up there, or there will be a link down below in the description to each episode. Make sure you go and check them out. But before we go any further, please make sure that you click that red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on so that you get notified every time we review any more Beaker Girls episodes. This episode was definitely not as intense as the last one, but instead focused mainly on Jess. And what I liked about it was that it dwelled more into Jess's personality and backstory as a Beaker girl. In fact, this was the first episode where we've actually learned something about when Tracy first became a mum and how hard it actually was. And what I really love about this is we get different perspectives of that exact time. One from Sai, from Tracy, from Cam, but we're all seeing it play out through what Jess hears. But we'll come back to that later on. Let's first focus on Jordan. I like how Tracy now realizes that her actions of taking Jordan in was very serious and has now led to stuff like the police appearing. Not finding out what Jordan is doing until the end is really powerful, and I do like how the cliffhanger of this episode is just seeing Jordan alone living on the streets with no one caring about her, even someone saying, "Can you please move out of the way?" It's a sad and brutal ending, but also shows the Christmas poster, so there is some hope. But let's go back to Sai and Jess. I love Emma Davies' acting in this episode, especially in the more slow and quieter moments where it's just her contemplating whether she should track down her dad, go and meet up with him, or even go and visit his family. We find out that Sai broke Tracy's heart 10 years ago, worse than when her heart was broken by Sean, and that Tracy was the most depressed that Cam has ever seen her. I honestly hope that in series 3 or even in the next episode, we could see some sort of flashback to this. I think it would be really interesting and would fill in so many holes of continuity. And then the reveal that Sai is actually a stepfather and has 2 stepdaughters, but also has a baby son who is Jess's biological brother, is awesome. Now this is great because it paves the way for future development in the show that the books haven't gone into yet. Because if there's one criticism I'll give to My Mum Tracy Beaker and the Beaker Girls, it's that it stays so close to the books. But since there's only 2 books, we may now be getting some more plot that isn't from the books, but instead will lead us on to series 3. Which I hope we are definitely getting. What this also gives us is the first proper argument we've ever really had between Jess and Tracy, and it's pretty brutal, and I loved seeing it because we finally get to see some of that Tracy Beaker fighting nature inside of Jess, and you can tell even Tracy's worried about it. The ending as well was pretty good, with Jess deciding to choose Tracy over meeting her baby brother, but I reckon it will lead into more drama later on, and it's definitely not the end of Sai Martin just yet. So I did really like this episode. It's definitely not my favourite episode of the series, but it's a nice breather episode and I'm glad that I watched it. But anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guys, let us know down below in the comments what you thought of this episode and are you excited for the finale. And as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys later.